Hello?
Hello everybody and welcome to some Age of Wonders. Hans is here to help us out and yeah, so what we're going to do today, I'm fairly new still at this of the game, so what we're going to do is basically I'm going to run through it and yeah, so we'll start off with showing the editing leader stuff. So I've already made a Leo Dan, because he's a lion man. Sunborn, because apparently these guys are all about the sun, which is awesome. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Because they like the desert climate, you see. So I've given him aspect of fire, aspect of creation. So he's a light being, and he can grow faster.
Nice.
His empire grows faster and bigger and stronger. And I've made him a sorcerer to add the lightning damage. So he's got fire, light, and lightning. It's his combo. So that's what I've made for this guy. And then I've got a bad guy. So my bad character is Cold Heart Iceborn. So this guy, he's a frostling, so they're frosty people. Weakness to fire. And a necromancer, so like ghouls and stuff. And then I've given him air, which turns the land to ice, which matches his race. He's got water, which also can freeze water, which is also ice. And then I've given him some shadow aspects to make him a bit shadowy. Because I've not played with the shadow people yet. So, you know, being a bad guy. Giving him some shadows, so that matches. And then I've made a human theocrat. So, yeah. So I've made her basically to be keeper of the peace. So she's aimed more at literally keeping the peace. She's got creation aspects. She's got light magic. Expand her empire quicker, and keeper of the peace. So that's all good. Yeah. And then I've made. Yeah, go on. What are you saying?
Nothing much. I was just saying, like, interesting.
And then I've made Dandro Goldheart. So this is my main human character. So that he's a human. I made him a warlord. So this guy's more based if I want to do like close combat. So I've made this guy to be my sorcerer. So lead from the back, and this guy to be lead from the front. And he's got fire magic, light magic, and keeper of the peace. So this is my good guy. And then my bad guy sorcerer. So this is when I want to be a bad guy, but magic based. So I've made him a dragonborn. So his race is dragons. Also lightning and summoning creatures. He's got fire, and then he's got aspect of destruction, which is the opposite of the light. And then he's got shadow as well. So Maddox is always my bad guy. So he's the opposite of Goldheart. Goldheart is my good guy. Obviously, Coldheart's the opposite of Coldheart. But also Maddox is also the Lord of Shadows in mythos. So that's awesome too. So Maddox is the Shadow Dragonborn, but he's a shapeshifter, you see. So I've made this guy Dragonborn, and I've made Master Maddox. This is his goblin form. So when he shapeshifts into a goblin, and he's a rogue, and he's got destruction, shadow, and chaos magic, wild magic, which fits his theme. And then when I want to be a straight up warlord, I've made them an orc warlord, which has the same destruction, shadow, and an expansionist. Yeah. He's more hands-on. Then I've got some other good guys. So this is my rogue halfling. my High Elf Druid. I made her super light magic and keeper of the peace. And then I've got my Dreadnought Dwarf, which is about mechanicals and stuff. Pretty cool. I've not used these yet. These are just ones that I've made ready to go. And then obviously the computers there's the computer made ones. But what I was going to do is show off how to make all the options. When you go into leader, you can create a new leader. So what I was going to do is go through this with you now. So literally I can go through all the classes and all the races slowly for people, and then you can see it as we go. So so Warlord class, what you get from here is I can hover over it, and as you can see, so very powerful conventional armies. They're good cavalry, infantry, and pikemen, so they're good frontline fighters. Good strong gold income and cheaper units. Weak magic spells, so they're not very magical, but they're about churning out the infantry, the frontline infantries.
Sounds like something that exists anywhere, basically.
Well, Warlord classes, as it says, they're about holding the front lines. So him as a class, so it's quite cool because the class is obviously, it affects your main character, but he also it also affects your race, like your kingdom, which is very cool because literally, so he's a warlord and a human, so your race are humans as well. So not only is your hero a human, but also your empire is humans as well. Humans are basically the most flexible of the races, basically. So the terrain they like fertile plains, they dislike being underground, and they hate blighted and volcanic, and they're okay with everything else. Alright, so that's humans. But I was going to go through the classes first. So yeah, Warlord class, frontline infantry, and then you've got Theocrat, which grants upgrades to support units, focuses on spirit damage, many options for healing damaged units. So they're basically the priest class, So basically they're all about the healing the spirit damage. So yeah, so like that, and healing. So they're like the priest class. Then we've got the Archdruid.
Oh, Dan, can you go back? Real quick?
Yep.
A theocrat, for people who don't know, is a form of government in which one or more deities are recognized as supreme ruling authorities.
Nice.
So basically, they believe that basically a god or something is the leader, and they're just followers of that god.
Devout, yeah. So like holy. Yeah. As you can see by the angel, that's what they're about. Cool.
We're going over all the classes of this game, which is, I think, what is it called, Dan?
Oh, the Age of Wonders 3 is what we're going over now.
Age of Wonders 3.
Indeed.
So this is the third game of the Age of Wonders, just in case anyone came in a little late.
Yeah. So the next race is Archdruid. And basically they have access to powerful summoning spells, so they can summon fey creatures, basically. Powerful ranged units, bonuses to monster and animal units, and weak armies produced in cities. So they are more about summoning their armies than making them in cities. That's what the druids are about. Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. The next class is literally the direct opposite of the druid. So the druid is summoning units in the field. The dreadnought class is about machines. It's more about the machine units. Powerful, tough and powerful, but slow and hard to repair. Bonuses to armored units. Strong gold income and production-based economy. And they've got weak spells. So literally, yeah. So they're the industrial class. So they have guns and tanks and stuff. So
machines.
Machines, baby. Yeah. There you go. That's a dreadnought. And then you have the necromancer class. Access to powerful summoned spells, aka summoning ghosts and spirits. Converts units and cities into undead ghouls, which is quite cool. Undead units and cities ignore most morale and happiness penalties. They don't really have morale and happiness penalties because, yeah. So that's why I made them the Frostling, which is awesome because not many people like the Frost anyway. It just matches really well. But yeah, and then undead are vulnerable to spirit damage, aka the Theocrat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the cleric versus the necromancer, classic combatants. So there you go. And then you've got the sorcerer. So the sorcerer's got powerful summoning spells, but they're more like birds and like golems and stuff. And they grant upgrades to support units. They focus on shock damage. That's their lightning damage. But then a weak army is produced in cities. So they're more about summoning their armies as well, similar to the archdruid,
or the necromancer.
Or a necromancer, exactly. It's quite cool in the fact that some of them are more reliant on your hero than they are the city. It's quite cool. And then you've got the rogue, stealthy and fast units. They focus on blight damage, aka poison damage. Powerful spells to attack enemy economies, aka you steal a lot. And bonus to irregular units. So the units that are not frontline units or archers, they are the in-betweens, which is quite fun. So yeah, mid-range units. Ones that have both close combat and ranged attacks, which is quite cool. So there you go. Being a rogue makes sense. And then we're back to the warlord class again. So that are all the classes. Go on.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're interesting. Kind of, some of them are generic that I'm used to, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is the crazy thing. So that's just one of the so that is all the options of just this one choice of class. Okay, so your class of your hero. So the next choice you have is race. So you've got humans, which are the most balanced. Then you have high elves. High elves are the forest, forest dwellers who are resistant. Yeah. Resilient to most forms of magic, so they're quite magic resistant.
Yeah.
And these particular elves are both high elves, dark elves, and wood elves. They're all mixed into one race. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's all one race here. So yeah. But obviously you can colour them however you want, so that's fine. Yeah. And the cool thing about them is that archers don't suffer from penalties from attacking at long range. Classic elves. Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. And then you've got the cat people. Tyrants. So they're tigers. Fast, agile, they are resilient, many mind controlling effects. They're good at not running away from people. And basically they like the sun and hate the snow. Basically. So yeah. Cat people. And then you've got the opposites, which are the frostlings. So the frostlings are literally that. Beings made of ice and snow. So yeah.
Plus 60% protection from frost, plus 40% weakness to fire.
And as you can see, their likes is the exact opposite of so these two came in the same upgrade pack. So yeah.
No.
Exact opposites. So that's good. And then you've got the halflings. So yeah, classic halflings, and their main thing you want to pay attention to is they've got a lucky, which grants them boons in combat, which is quite sneaky.
And they have a +1 to range strikes, range strength, but not as strong in melee. So you may not want this one to be a warlord.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. And then you've got the Draconians, which recover quickly from. So basically, they heal fast. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Lizards, basically. Giant lizards. Yeah, and they're good at fire and frost. Yeah. And then you've got
Dwarf.
Oh, that's frost weakness, not protection. So they're susceptible to frost. There you go. Cool. And then you've got dwarves, classic dwarves, basically strong unit. The strongest units in the game.
The most expensive.
Yeah. Classic dwarves, basically. And then you've got goblins. These are blight, like they love their blight stuff. They're weak but many, and they reproduce really quickly. And they like they're cave crawlers, so they like it underground, basically.
Yep.
The dwarves also like it underground too. So both of these two like fighting in the underground. So that's good.
Yeah.
And then you've got orcs. So they're good, strong melee fighters. Yeah.
But they're vulnerable to magic.
They're vulnerable to magic, exactly.
Yep.
Anyway, back to humans. And then all of them, you can be male or female on all the races.
Yep.
Yep. And then you've got so you pick these two, and then basically what you do then is this is all the magic and stuff. So you've got air magic, self-explanatory.
Fire. What's the second one? Earth.
Again, same.
Fire.
Fire.
And then water.
So the elements.
So, air, fire, earth, air. 4 elements.
The 4 elements, yeah. And then you've got creation, destruction, self-explanatory again. So light and dark. And then you've got these slightly more empire-focused ones, which is expanding faster. So you've got better springs and farms. Exploration, so you just see one more, which is neither here or there. Grey Guard Adapt, seeking balance between good and evil. So they're not good nor evil, they are law keepers, basically. Which is interesting, but you need to keep your actions neutral, which is quite interesting. Then you've got... Yeah, go on.
So, neutral basically says there should not be one that rules the other. Good or evil, neither of them should be overpowering the other.
Exactly. And in the game, you get options between good and evil as well. So, yeah, for every good action you do, make sure you do an evil one. To keep this one active, which is quite interesting. Yeah, Keepers of the Peace, exactly what it is. So these are good diplomats. So if you want to, like, literally unite people, this one's good for that.
Yep.
And then you've got Partisan. So this is good for your attack. Yeah, for smaller armies. So being partisans, yeah. And then you've got so basically Keeper of the Peace is being friends with everybody. Shadow is
evil.
I mean, it is evil, yeah. But basically, making it, yeah, evil, basically. Making infantry cost less to produce.
Yep.
Yeah. And then wild magic is basically, yeah, wild magic. And what you can do is you can go, okay. So that's the shadow. What you can do with most of the magics is you can go like adaptive, and then you can make it master, which gives you more in that focus. So you can
but it takes 2 slots.
Yeah, it takes 2 slots out of your 3, exactly. So yeah. So like you can be fire, and then you can be master of fire.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting.
So fire, Specialization. Yeah. If you go. Wait there. Go back again. So adapt. You get all of these. So Dominion of the Sun, Fireball, Oil Slick. You can summon Hellhounds.
Yep.
And then if you go.
Like water or something else.
Master of Fire. So this is the next one up. You get to summon like elementals and transform to fire nodes. So it's very like turns your magic nodes into fire specific nodes. So basically this is a way of focusing your character, but also your empire as well.
True.
You know. So what you can do is you can go like, okay, so dragon, right? He likes his fire, so you can make him master of fire. So then you can turn land into fire land to help this race, because they like lava, like that. And then same with like.
Reminds me of the Gorons for some reason.
Yeah, so like. With the high elves, yeah, they like their forests.
Like holy.
Forests. Yeah, forests, which you can do earth. So Master of Earth, you can do Earth Affinity, changing nodes to Earth. You can do Earthquake, summon and transform Earth nodes. City Quake, interesting. So yeah, you can very much highly adapt people to how you want them to play. But I'm thinking elves would be good for the druid.
Yeah.
You know, druid and that kind of. That's quite an easy one. But yeah, then you have the different adaptions that you can put into it.
Well, I can see how this can be very customizable.
Oh, very. Very. So that's the customizations part. Let's get into the next bit then. So let's just do these for now. Let's go that. I like to put these, and then Keepers of the Peace, because you know, high elves. That works. And then it goes on to the second step of your customization. So you just did the Empire more focused thing, but now this is face shape.
This customization things from like most RPGs.
Yeah, literally, you've got 17 color skins. Yeah, skin deterioration. You can put scars and stuff on people, or makeup, or whatever. Hairstyles, same dealy. So all the way through, you can change the landscape.
These all look really cool, but I saw one back a little before. Actually, let's go back one. Or two. That one. Yeah, I like that.
This one?
That, yeah.
And as you can see what your the different color, the different lighting has on your character. That's what it's for. So you can see the different lighting on them.
Yep. Lava, like moon.
Yeah, and then you've got posture of your character.
What was that?
Different postures, yeah. You look like a goblin. And then you've got the different clothes, so you can have a cape or woodlands. Yeah. And then you've got your coat of arms. So your primary colour is what colour you're painting the map. So that's the background colour. So you've got all of these colours. So it can be black.
Nice.
Yeah. So green would be good for them. And then the secondary colour is literally just what offsets it.
So I would say the green and dark black.
And then you've got the different symbols. Be like a tree.
Yep.
And then you name them, and there you go. That's how you create characters. But if you
There's
log out,
online.
yeah, she hasn't got a name yet, but
Yeah.
there we go. So that's what I went through making these. So yeah, that's the characters. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually play a bit of the game and show you what the game's like.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get. So you literally you've got campaign, which I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I'll do that when I'm on my own, so we can learn how to play the game properly. Yeah.
So for now, let's
Yeah,
do
for now,
a
we'll do a random map. So what we do is we can do, you can actually do your own maps basically, but I'm going to do a random game which randomizes stuff. So it's pretty cool in the fact that you can have two players, me against the AI, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8. So that's 9 players altogether. But
That's a lot of players.
It is. I like to go 4 to start off with, just to yeah, get used to the game.
Okay.
We've got a small map. Yeah, small, medium, large, extra large. Yeah, it gets pretty big.
So let's go small, or if you can get even smaller, because we're just doing a small game.
Yeah, I was going to go small for now.
Yep.
And go from there. We've got land type, so we've got land, we've got continents, so you've got to learn how to sail a boat, or we can have islands, which are even more. So yeah, so they're the 3. And if we were so if I was going to do continents, I'd probably up the map size, and then islands are at large or extra large, just to make it a bigger game. But right now, we can have random type. That'd be quite fun. But small landmass, so we're just learning the game for now. So we'll quickly do that, and then game flow. Literally, players start with a city and a small army, or game flow. Players start with a city and a powerful army that is ready for battle. Game flow, empire building. Player starts with a settler and a small army and no need to build their empire. And need to build their empire from scratch. No cities are present on the map at the start of the game. Oh my word, that's amazing. So literally from scratch.
That seems a little familiar in a different game I played.
That sounds awesome. Adventure. Players start with a considerable army on the map with few cities. A few cities to discover unexplored lands. Okay, interesting.
That's a lot of
options.
I would say adventure for like a start.
I'm thinking this.
Okay.
So build an empire from scratch. Plays our city where we want it. Player starts with so that one maybe for the islands, so we can do that. But I love it. So we'll build an empire. That sounds awesome.
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
Yep, no problem. I'll wait for you to get back. Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back. Cool. Let's go. So yeah. So then you can turn all of these craziness. You can change all of this, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Right. I'm gonna. Right. So who do you want me to play? Who should we play?
Summer Evergreen.
I'll have them as another player then.
No.
It's okay. It's alright. Summer Evergreen, yeah. It could be High Elves. I'm thinking of being this guy. A lion, Dan. It makes me laugh every time. So I'll be him. And then we can have Summer Evergreen as a friend that we want to meet along the way. Who else do we want on there?
Warlord Bador.
You want the Warlord Maddox?
Yep.
So, Orcsies are out there. Oh, okay. So they've got the same colour that I do. So, what other Maddox? We can have Lord Maddox.
Lord Maddox would be fun.
Yeah. And then the second baddie, we can have Coldheart. Yeah. Or we can have someone else.
Rogue Halfling.
Yeah? Rose Swift.
Because, yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's see.
It's ready.
Yeah. Whoa! We don't have a castle. That's awesome. So yeah, this is a new one. So I can set it up where we want. So before I set it up, what we can do, we can get this person to join us. Nice. Yeah, join us. And then she can scout.
I think that's something.
Yep, so look out. So there's a small town over there. The cool thing is this one can fly, so she can go up in the mountains easier. Okay, so we've got chariot here. Let's send this way. Okay. What army have we got? We've got a few stalkers, a few prowlers, that's good.
Are other kingdoms already developed at the beginning?
No.
Okay. Man.
Yeah.
Man of mine, I guess.
Okay, so we need to build a road up this way to get across there. That's cool though. So we're actually cut off already. That's good. Cool. Right, this guy. Right, where do we want to build? So our node goes out by hexagons. So we want it a little bit over actually.
So maybe you should move that one to that you have right there.
So we're as cat people, we actually like the So maybe one over.
Over.
Because currently we're on fertile plains.
So maybe you should put it like right by like those trees over there.
I'm thinking right next to this. Yeah. Like here, be good.
Okay.
Right, what do we want to name our settlement?
Golden Sands.
Yeah? Alright. Golden Sands. Yeah? Okay.
You didn't put the "the" in front of it.
Oh, City of Golden Sands, isn't it?
Yep.
It's founding in 1 turn. Oh, you got some dudes. So, all right, then we'll summon the army back here. Wait a turn. Right, so we've got a few bits of research we can do. I quite like researching Fireball straight away, but yeah, I'm thinking Fireball.
You just like fireballs.
I do. I like going Fireball and then getting a unique mount for my character. That's why I quite like this combination. Fire.
I'll go.
Yeah. Cool. So we're going to learn that in 4 turns. So all of our scouts can come back to this army now. Cool. We're established. Right. So. Right, so our leader wants to have this guard with him at all times. And it's quite funny, because when I was making the character, I didn't know that these guys were called Sun Guards. And I named him Sunborn before I knew that. So literally they're guarding the Sunborn. Guarding the Sun. Sun Guard. I thought it was
interesting.
Funny. I thought it was funny. Yeah. But yeah, we'll summon everybody back to take this. That's it. That's our full might, isn't it? And then we can go into combat. And that's everybody fighting, look. Choking fumes. Which does all of that to people. So there's 2 things we can do. We can do manual combat, which I can show you the combat. Or we can do auto-resolve, which auto-resolves it. I was going to do manual combat to show you. The combat.
So how are you fighting someone already?
Oh, it's yeah, it's non-PCs basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, because we came in all different directions, we want to.
Tiger Shredder.
Yeah, but basically we'll move the archers up. Hatchlings, flamers. Yeah. So these are the Sun Guards. These go in front of our leader to make sure he stays safe.
Okay.
So that's the range. So just wait. Get in range basically.
Yep.
Prowlers are close combatants.
Let's wait. Yeah, I guess we're just waiting.
Block, a block, and a block.
The independents are moving.
Indeed. That's just rude.
Firebomb. Firebomb.
Indeed.
Top rock.
But it's kind of what they do, so yeah. Luckily, cats. These cats are quite good with fire.
Yep.
So archers.
So it's just like turn-based combat. Okay.
Range penalty, but you know, soften them up a bit.
So you softened enough of it. Now what?
And then I was going to run them over.
Defeat.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So Prowlers can run in. Range
Do they have magic?
penalty. Yeah, this is the other hero that joined us.
Okay. Hmm. Can you reach them?
A little bit. And then the Prowlers can come running in. What?
And I guess
That's the end of that turn. And then it's just one last guy. Oof.
Fireball.
Oof.
That hurt.
It did. It did indeedy.
Let's see. So you brought your whole army in just to be safe.
Of course. Yeah. I don't want to be losing people for no reason.
I would defend since you can't hit. Oh, you can hit.
Just a
Never
little
mind.
bit. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
There, I think you're. I think. Will you take more damage, or will they? What's that numbers mean?
It's well, we can go over it. We'll hit them for 16 to 24 damage. But they'll hit us back for 1 to 2 punch damage and 5 to 7 fire damage. So I'm just going to try and shoot them. Oh, just out of range.
Gain of oil.
Or I can chain lightning them.
Oh, how do you chain lightning with him?
Because he's the sorcerer, so he's got lightning
Yeah.
lightning powers. I used my main character.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm learning fireball now, but I had chain lightning anyway.
Hmm.
But I did that because this gives you more to production in your city, and it's within my domain now. So we're going to build faster. Next one we've got to go fight is this one, the gold mine. So we get more gold. So yeah, we'll get ready for this combat. And what we'll do,
As all you maybe you should heal some of your units from what I see.
yeah, what we can do is get ready, and then we can, yeah, they'll get healed up. So every army, as you can see, you can have 6 slots in one hexagon. But then, if you surround something and then attack, that's all of them attacking. So this army consists of the chariot and the prowler. This army is the hero and the prowler. So yeah.
I would suggest healing some of your units, because some of the units are very hurt.
Yeah, I was going to put these over here so they come in from the same side, so they can back each other up easier. So she's on wings and she's got prowlers. I'll put the prowlers with her, basically. An army of prowlers and fast-moving units. So she's the flanker, basically. And then my main character is going to have sun guards and bowmen. So what I want to do is get some more sun guards and bowmen for this army. So this is the main, like, frontline army. So yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. These are
maybe.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I like being careful, so I would probably let it heal, but it's up to you, honestly.
Oh yeah. We're letting them heal. Yeah. In the meantime, we'll make. So we can make some cheetahs, which are basically the scouts of these, or we can build some barracks, which grants us access to sun guard and shredders, which is what we're going for.
Okay.
So that's going to take 3 turns to build. So on a normal match where you start with a city, this is already built, which makes it slightly more interesting. And we've got 3 turns for the fireball to build. So yeah, on to the next round. So city auto completed production in Golden Sands. Ooh. That's because we're super happy. And we're super happy because we are on land. That makes us super happy. So this is the throne city. They like the terrain times 13. So that's why we went on to the barons. They friggin' love the sand. That's why they're happy.
That's interesting.
So we built it somewhere good. We'll wait another turn for these guys to heal up. Because there's no point, you know, we don't need to rush.
Maybe you can take some villages. I was thinking small villages, but maybe they're all guarded, I guess.
Well, there's a village over here, which is this way. I suppose I could send my scouts that way, but at the moment we'll use them to clear the surrounding areas. And this is a summoning circle, so we need to take that out, because that's where bad guys are going to come from. Like, irregular, like, bad guys. So we'll take this out, go snuff that out, and then we can send people to scout and things. We've got another gold mine there, guarded by some more draconians. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff up here, which would be good to send an outpost over here. But later. Cool. Yeah. So barracks has been completed because people are super happy with us, and we've got this production, adding more production. People are really happy. Right. So the next thing we can build is we can build a temple that generates. So there's so like before we learnt that basically there's gold, which you use to build buildings and pay for your armies. You've got mana, which helps you do your spells, which I can show you later. Knowledge, which is your research. Buildings, how fast you build something, both upgrades and units.
Yep.
And then population is how fast this grows. So it's quite cool in the fact that this game is a little bit like Civilization.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so it's a little bit. So this particular bit is like Civilization. Then you've got like obviously the combat, which is a little bit more like a little bit like Heroes of Might and Magic. So yeah, I like it. So what do we want to do? We haven't got any. We've got 10 mana coming in. We haven't got any knowledge coming in. So right, we've got shrine that adds plus 10 crystals. We've already got 10 crystals coming in. This makes it so your archers gain an additional rank, which makes them stronger when they're trained in that city. We've got the War Hall, which grants us... it leads to our guardhouse, riders hall, fire temple, and the prowlers and the chariots. So we want to get that soon. So the chariots are pretty good. Storehouse, it generates another 100 plus 100 citizens and leads to public baths. We've got wooden walls, which grants us literally better protection when we get attacked. Don't need that right now, because obviously the others are like this at the moment. And our armies are right next to it. Builder's Hall grants us additional building power, so plus 20 build. And we've already got the 10 from the outside, so we don't need that right now. But that's where you can build settlers, you see. And basically, when your city grows like different levels. When you build a settler, it takes one away.
Yeah.
It takes one away. That makes sense. It makes sense, yeah. And then we've got arena, which grants infantry plus 1 rank, same as the archery grounds. Laboratory, which is plus 10. Plus 10 research. So that'd be good. And then we've got sorcerer. So because I'm the sorcerers, I get this conflux, and it grants us the ability to summon an apprentice, and generates plus 5 to crystals. So that's cool. Don't need those right now. I'm thinking let's get some of the basic stuff in. So mana. Haven't got spells to cast yet. So what I was thinking is generate more manpower or building power. Building power, I reckon. Builder's Hall. Builder's Hall. And then we can build stuff faster then.
We can build stuff faster, but how will it go? I wonder.
Yeah, well, there you go. 100 gold, so that's almost dried us out of gold. We get 9 plus 9 gold.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need more gold. And that's exactly what we're going to work on now, of getting this gold mine.
Okay.
Right, so...
It seems like you have all this sorted out.
Yeah. Also, this one isn't going to be like poison of fumes. So we can take our time with this one.
But maybe not take too much time in case some rival army finds you.
Yeah, let's go. I'll do manual combat, because then I can send the ones that are already hurt not straight into fighting.
Yep. Maybe you should have taken the ones that are hurt into this combat. I was wondering.
Maybe, but they'll provide. Guards forwards.
Did you get close enough?
So that's the range.
Never mind.
Right, so these will hide behind the rock. These are the ones that are not hurt, so they can flank them. These are also not hurt, so they can flank them too. Right, so I can cast a spell. So, yeah, so mana crystals, we've got 220 mana,
120.
chain lightning, form a bundle of subatomic particles, unleash them, deals 20, discharge to enemy units, jumps maximum 4 times. I think that's awesome. So we can cast it on this guy. And it jumps to that guy.
Okay.
Oh, jumps that way. Let's do that.
Okay. So this trick you can hit all 3 people.
I did.
Independent too.
Sure did. And a little bit of, you know, damage is to be expected, isn't it?
It's like half your HP for that fight from the last battle for some of your units was the
Yeah,
real
exactly. We haven't got enough spell, and that's fine. We just go wipe them out.
Out of range, move a little closer.
Indeed. Oh, they're dead. Good job.
Good job, units.
Indeed.
I think they can get close enough, but you have to choose which one you want to attack. Not quite finished. That was easy enough.
That was hilarious. Rider-man! There we go. Additional gold. Cool. So then...
Plus 9.
Yeah, it's good. I want to go check this one out. So we've got some... These are quite tough. So if you see the tier 2, that's what sort of class they are.
Yeah.
And these are tier 1, tier 2, tier 2. These I've got tier 2, all tier 2, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's good to be tier 2, but the more even on your playing field is not the best.
Yeah. That's right. We'll send the whole army. It's good. But we want to take this out before it becomes a nuisance, basically.
Okay.
Auto-complete production. Nice.
Can you make a more army, some more stronger units?
So right now we've got access to these, but you can only build one thing at a time, and I like to build one thing at a time at the start,
Okay.
just so we don't like build too many stuff and drain all our resources straight away.
Okay, so let's keep your builder at your town
so
for now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we've got Prowlers.
How does auto combat work? But I don't want anything to die.
I can show you. No one died. Yeah. In fact, not married. So good job. And we got a reward, box of blades. Nice. That's cool. It eliminates that though, which is the main threat. So that's good. We've got another gold mine. More gold mine there.
Right now, I would suggest just returning to base and then planning out your next move.
Yeah, that's the plan. Cool. Okay, research the fireball. The fireball has been researched. So we can cure dudes. I think that's quite good actually. Let's do that.
Yeah, heal. But did you already build? Did you build your thing yet, or no?
It's on one left.
Okay. Hmm.
But what we can do is use this combat to heal people.
You know, aren't you still learning that?
Oh yeah.
So you're not really. So you don't actually. You can't actually heal people yet.
Not yet.
That's not an option.
That's true. But I can take this lady and fly over this way to see what's over here. Because she can actually fly, which is awesome.
Hmm.
Explore the land a little bit.
See, seems like you have to work on boats as soon as possible.
Work on what?
Boats.
Boats. Yeah. Maybe, but you can also build bridges across, because it's a river. So, yeah.
I would suggest taking that last area, but then seeing what you can do at the city, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no! Dark Sun! We can't see very much for 4 turns. Alright, fine, we'll go back this way.
Can you take over? Can you not take over that city right there?
What city? This?
The thing right now. Yeah.
It's a node. It's an energy node.
Not the node. The creature was standing right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah.
Manual or auto? Manual, I guess. Independents are moving.
Yeah, these guys.
Fireball.
Oof.
Fireball.
That's fine. Sun shield, baby. I need more than these guys. Right, what we can do. So we've got Fireball, which probably won't work on fire dudes, but Chain Lightning sure does.
3 hexes, so you have to go for those.
Indeed.
Okay. So let's see how close you can get.
So these guys are... These are archers, and basically archers you want to run in and hit them in the face so they're not as powerful.
Yeah.
That's what they'll do.
Aren't those archers? I don't.
As in these guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought your army was the thing you had was archers.
So he casts a spell this turn, so that's fine.
Yeah, I would suggest getting rid of one of those if you can. Okay, that's done. I didn't take as much damage as I thought what lightning would do. The Draconic Crusher. That's bad defense, I would suggest.
Yes.
units in defense.
And yes. Bleeding damage, okay. Job done. More gold. Yes. Good job.
Guess what? It worked.
Yeah.
Didn't you build something today?
Yes, we built. So leader leveled up. So this is my main man. So dispel magic. I could add units in this army, gain +1 lightning strength. Makes sense for the army. I've got 5 points to upgrade. I'm thinking shock protection and shock damage.
Yeah. Those two work, I guess. So that's...
Here we go. Just
but
for
now
the guys in his army, though.
Okay. For now, I would suggest... Oh, I'm echoing.
Right, so this has been made.
Yep.
We want more people, so we want to get that building. This one. Because then it will get more gold then. So 2 turns for that.
Are you sure it did it?
Yeah. See?
Okay.
This is the queue for building stuff.
Oh, no, I mean your previous thing.
Yep. So you can see what's been built. Throne City. We built the barracks. We built the Builders Hall.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, so we've got Elven Guards there guarding another gold mine. Or we've got some horses. Fell horse guarding a farm. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm just letting these guys heal up for a bit.
You can go down to the beach, I was saying.
I'll send this guy back to the main thing so he can pick up some troops and fill up his army.
Yep.
So this is the event that's happening. Visual range is 2 hexes smaller, so yeah, for another 4 rounds. Cool.
6.
Indeed.
Hmm.
So I'm just making sure, keeping eyes out everywhere. But we've eliminated most of the threats, so that's good. And these guys can camp there. Right, so
Yeah.
we've done the new houses.
So units take one of your precious build slots, right?
They do, yeah.
Hmm.
But also, not only that, but obviously the bigger army, the more they take to the cost.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's that too. So army upkeep at the moment is like 40.
Nice.
See, like -40.
All right.
So
your base income is 60, so 40. So that should keep that for now.
yeah. So what we want to do? More crystals. The ability to build more advanced units. I'm thinking income is good. Let's get better income.
Yeah.
Yeah. More resources is good for a resource management game. Right, Right, she can go get that gold. Oh, and a refugee camp. Nice. That grows the city.
Right.
Indeed. Alright. So that's a bandit camp. But if we can find any more refugee camps, that's good. So she's good as a scout because she can fly, you see.
Yes. Yes, she is. So.
Right, so this army might as well come back to base.
Maybe you should conquer some of the small areas just to prevent any more problems for the future.
Well, I quite like sending these prowlers just to keep an eye out. So that guy can hide in that bush there. This guy can be over this way. And then we can send this guy to guard this mine. And then we can put this guy back in the main army. Yeah.
Yes. A new day begins.
Let's grow into a village. We are now a village.
A village.
And as you can see, that money's coming in now. Some more money. We've got one more turn of Dark Sun. One more turn until the shrine's built. And then obviously this person's scouting.
What happens if you see we got into an enemy army?
Well, we'll see it, but they can attack us. We can say hello. I'll show you the negotiation when we get to it. Yep,
Okay, it's over. So, what else are you building?
So right now we are building. Oh, so we just built it, the shrine. Good job. So what else do we want to build?
Well,
we probably want some more better archers.
Yep.
But to be honest, this army, they don't really do archers very well. I mean, they have archers, but it's better for them to run in close. So I'm thinking more Sun Guard.
Okay. Try to. Can you afford that?
Well, we can get Sun Guard anyway.
What is the upkeep?
But what the arena does is it's allow additional rank for Sun Guard, but you can rank them up through combat anyway. So I'm not sure if that's worth the monies.
So not that. I'm wondering if you can keep the upkeep, like the money, how much it will cost.
Well, that's what I was thinking of, getting rid of these prowlers.
That's up to you.
Sun Guard are only rank 1 soldiers. Prowlers are rank 2 though. So that's the other thing.
Well, then don't get rid of them.
Yeah. It's like throwing away an advantage for no reason.
Yeah.
Or just wait until we've got enough to cover things. You just get a nice stockpile of money, to be honest.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't cost very much, 50. That's literally a turn's worth of gold. I think it's worth getting. Yeah. Archers and then better soldiers. Keeps it building something. Better than nothing. Right, this prowler can keep going this way. What is that? Heart of Blight. Yikes.
Heart of Blight.
Heart of Blight, yeah, right there. Stinky people.
That's.
Stinky, yeah.
You should probably run away.
Yeah, running away. Yup. Right, we've got a water node there. Normal mana node there. Okay. And we need to explore further up this way.
I have a question for you, Dan, for like your regular for our game like Mythos Ethos. Are we gonna ever do D&D right a game again or Pathfinder?
Yeah. Just
Yep.
right now I'm doing my studies, aren't I?
Yep. Well, that's the asking. So, this is a very small map.
It's fairly small. Like as you can see, this is the map down there.
Yeah.
Just exploring here. Just so when we do recruit new units, they're upgraded already. Oh, so we can make Sun Guard and Saber-Tooth Chariots 7 more health. Or Settlers cost cheaper.
Well, you haven't got very many settled. You only got one settling city. Or do you want more troops?
Well, better troops or cheaper settlers.
Yep.
I'm thinking
Yep.
better troops, to be honest.
Okay.
Free loot there. Nice. Thank you. Okay, so the river's all the way around there. Nice.
Yeah.
Trading post. Okay. Gold mine. Cool. Fertile plains. Nice. Barrens. There's a giant ass spider.
Giant spiders, run. Arachnophobia compels you to run.
So you can see how upset they are on the Barrens. They do not like it.
I
Alright.
knew they dealt.
Jeez.
Are you produced arena? Maybe you should generate mana. No, not generate mana. Laboratory, or well, laboratory is the cheapest actually.
Let's do that. More research is good.
Yep.
This hero has offered to join us for 150 gold. Yes, but not right now. So we need to save up our money and get that hero. Right, we can have a look at what else we can learn. So, do we want to get our hero a decent mount? Let's do that.
Decent mount, or saving up gold.
Well, the mount we can summon with mana instead of gold.
Mana crystals.
Indeed. It's cool because we've kind of got a moat already. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It protects most of your kingdom. So I would focus on that, your side of the area first.
Yeah.
Before everything else.
Yeah. Well, this person's out here collecting all of any of the piles of loot that's unguarded. You see.
Yep.
Oh, we've got underground. Right, so that's where the river starts. Good to know. Alrighty. I'm probably going to wrap up the stream there. It's a good start to the game, though. Good start to the game, and thank you for joining us. We're going to do this game every Friday. And, yeah, I'm going to post it up on YouTube as well to get people's feedback from that. And any feedback anyone can give is good. If people played it before, if people are enjoying the game, I want all the comments, any feedback. Not sure if we'll carry on with this game or we can start a new game next time. But as you can see, there's so many options. What sort of options and combos would you play if you were playing? Or want to see, you know? So leave any and all of those comments in the comments. And thank you, Helping Hands. We'll save the game. We'll save it as... What should we save it?
How about the Golden Sands?
Nice. The Golden Sands. There we go. Save that game. Brilliant. Thank you, Helping Hands, for helping. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And, yeah. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.